What's good, YouTube? It's TLM Jev. As you guys saw by today's title and the thumbnail, this is the Grim Reaper PG build. It's pretty obvious by the name, but this build cannot be stopped in a 5-out or in a pick-and-roll offense. This build can do everything. It has access to basically everything you could want out of a guard position. We have elite passing, elite dribbling. The finishing is amazing with contact dunks. We have 92 3-ball for goal limitless range. This build has 95 acceleration, an absolute offensive juggernaut. Good luck stopping this build in any mode in 2K23. This video is long overdue. This is the build I've used since Season 1. I've kind of played around with different PG builds throughout the year. I always come back to this one. Let's hop straight into the video, man.
Tell me that I can't.
Alright, so as you can see by the build, we are 6'1", the weight's 160, wingspan is 6'7", body shape is compact. You're going to very quickly see there is no defense on this build. I know that's a big turnoff to a lot of people, especially if you don't play comp pro-am with a full team. This would obviously, you're looking at this and you're thinking, are you an absolute moron? This is awful. When you're playing comp pro-am, you are usually not even guarding the third best scorer. You're usually guarding like the fourth, you're maybe guarding a power forward, you're maybe guarding a center, maybe a lock, whatever it may be. Your defense doesn't need to be very high to play that role. Is there ways to try to target a PG with low defense? Yes, but it is much harder to do that in a 5v5 setting compared to something like Park. The defense could obviously be higher. If you lower your ball handle, your speed with ball, maybe even your 3-ball or your acceleration, you can actually get some very good defense on this build. You can have like probably an 85 steal, some 80 plus perimeter defense. But for me personally, I just don't think it's worth it. 6'1" already don't play great defense as it is. I just think it's your job as the PG is to be the offensive juggernaut for your team. I mean, we have 97 ball handle, 92 3-ball, 86 driving dunk, and 95 acceleration. But with all that being said, if you do want some defense on your build, I'll show you how to do it really easily. Basically, just drop your ball handle to 92, speed with ball to a 77, and then you can put this to like an 80 if you want, and then throw this to a 78, and just like that, you have 16 defensive badges, which, I mean, 80 perimeter defense and 78 steal is nothing crazy, but it gives you enough defense to actually be a little bit of a problem for an offense. So that's totally up to you. For me, though, I'm going with the more offensive approach. I want to be the best offensive player possible for my team. But if you do want to be not an absolute liability, or maybe you're playing more Park or Rec without a full team, definitely make that tweak to actually have some defense with this build. All right, so I reset the build back to normal. We're back to a 97 ball handle and 86 speed with ball. As you can see, we have 27 playmaking, 25 shooting, and 21 finishing badges. The badge count is really, really crazy for this build. We have 86 driving dunk for the best finishing badge in the entire game, gold limitless takeoff. We'll also have access to silver slithery and silver posterizer in the tier 3 as well. We have 81 driving layup, so we're going to get Hall of Fame Giant Slayer, which is an absolute broken badge on the 6'1" guard. And then we also have 70 close shot, which is actually not terrible for a small guard as well. We've got 80 mid-range, which is just short of Hall of Fame Mini Magician. Not a super big deal. I don't usually run Mini Magician on gold or Hall of Fame anyways. We have 92 3-ball for Gold Agent 3, Gold Blinders, Gold Deadeye, and Gold Limitless Range. You'll only be able to run 3 of these unless you have the double shooting core, so keep that in mind. And then we have 86 free throw, which is a lot higher than what most builds would probably have for the free throw. But you are the PG, you're going to be in the paint the most, you're going to be shooting the most, you're going to be the one taking the end of the game free throws, so it's just pretty important to have that free throw as high as possible. A little tip from a guy named Shots Top 5, if you haven't watched him, he plays with Laker fan, really great guard. He gave me a little tip that bronze clutch shooter in the 4th quarter, or even just in most quarters in general, I think this badge still pops. But clutch shooter on bronze will basically make you where you can't miss a free throw. Just on bronze. Throw it on bronze, a 75, 80, even like a 65 free throw. You'll be hitting those free throws really consistently with bronze clutch shooters. So make sure you pop that on as well. All right, as for the playmaking, I know a lot of people like to shoot for 2 things. Usually they either shoot for 75 pass accuracy or like 86. This build also has 97 ball handles, so we do get Hall of Fame Clamp Breaker. We got gold handles for days. We have Hall of Fame Killer Combos. Killer Combos is still kind of slept on. I would personally prefer Clamp Breaker over Killer Combos. But with that being said, I do think Killer Combos is a very, very good badge. It's not as good as tight handles in like 2K22, but it does get stuns, and it actually happens pretty frequently on Hall of Fame compared to Gold. So it's actually a pretty good badge. You just have to shoot for a very high ball handle. Not many people shoot for a 97 ball handle because most people don't even know that Killer Combos really does much. But the badge is actually pretty good. And then we do have 86 speed with ball. Speed with ball is not very important this year. You're not going to see much of a difference between 75 and 86 or 70 and 86. The main thing you want to shoot for with this speed with ball is at least 75 to get Michael Jordan's dribble style. It is the best dribble style in the entire game. The physicals on this build are pretty solid. We have 80 speed, which is pretty good for off-ball movement on offense and defense. 95 acceleration is very, very fast. I actually do feel quite a bit of a difference between 95 and like 85 and 90. High acceleration on the PG is super important this year. Acceleration, if you did not know, is basically the main tie to how fast you move with the ball as far as like speed boosting to the basket or for three-pointers. So acceleration is super important. We got a nice measly whopping 32 strength, absolutely cracked. We have 75 vertical. This unlocks a lot of the contact dunks that you could want out of a guard. Very, very important to have. 95 stamina. There is a lot of guards that try to shoot for that 99 stamina. Personally, I haven't really felt like I need higher than a 95. I usually run double stamina boost though, so maybe that's part of the reason, but 95 feels like kind of the sweet spot. You are the primary ball handler, so you're gonna have the ball in your hands most of the time. I just don't feel like the difference between 95 and 99 is really all that different. I mean, we're talking 4 attributes. You're gonna have double stamina boost. A lot of times if you're dribbling for more than like 5 or 10 seconds anyways, you probably shouldn't even have the ball in your hands anymore at that point regardless. So 95 is the perfect little sweet spot to shoot for. If you want higher stamina, you can lower your free throw a decent amount to get higher stamina. I'm gonna leave that up to you. As you can see, we got 98 with a 75 free throw, but personally I just go with 95 stamina, and then I like to bump my free throw up as high as possible. So as per usual, I think the best option is double limitless range, but there's actually quite a few good takeovers to run as a PG. I've kind of dabbled with team ratings boost. It basically means that your teammates cannot miss unless they early or late it with this takeover. It makes that green window huge. Pull-up precision is pretty good if you like shooting a lot of fades, and then easy blow-bys is super good if you like the dunk meter. There's a lot of really good options as the PG, but I think the best option is double limitless range. As you can see, we have built a shot creator, which is a pretty common name for most small guards. Nothing super special there. If you haven't already, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Helps out a ton. We're going to continue to put out 2K content every single week, especially when 2K24 drops, I believe in September. We are really excited as a team for the Comp Pro-Am. We've been playing a lot of leagues right now. UBL, SL, Dunk League, all kinds of stuff, WR. We've been having a lot of fun. We're actually winning a decent amount of games. We got a lot to learn. This is my first year playing Pro-Am as a PG. We're really just playing Comp Pro-Am at like a high level, honestly. This is really the first year for a lot of us. But we're having a lot of fun. We're getting better at it. Also, I'm going to start streaming here soon pretty frequently, whether it's on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. I'm not sure yet, but be on the lookout for that. It'll be most of the time around 9 p.m. Central Time whenever we start streaming. Also, check out Blitz on Twitch. He streams basically every single night all of our games, so check him out as well. He also posts videos here on YouTube, so check out his YouTube channel. With all that being said, all the little boring stuff, now let's hop into the badges for the build. Alright, so starting with the finishing badge setup, as you can see, we do have gold limitless takeoff. It is cored out. We have silver posterizer, and then for slithery, we have the access to silver. We're just going to need to put one of our +4 badges into finishing, so make sure you do that for silver slithery. We have silver fearless finisher, Hall of Fame giant slayer, and silver aerial wizard. This badge setup is consistently the best badge setup to run for a small guard. I wouldn't tweak this too much unless you're wanting to run something like acrobat maybe, but overall this is a very good badge setup for a small guard. So as for the shooting, we're running gold agent 3, gold blinders, gold limitless range, Hall of Fame green machine, gold volume, bronze midi, and then we got bronze clutch shooter. I actually do feel like clutch shooter gives a pretty noticeable boost at the end of quarters, and especially in the fourth. I've made a handful of pretty tough shots with this badge on, not even just including the big boost it gives to free throws, so nice badge to have on. Midi vision on bronze is really all you need to hit midis at a pretty consistent level. Gold volume shooter, very, very nice as the PG. Green machine doesn't need much explanation, but a super solid badge. Limitless range is a must-have badge, as is Agent 3 and Blinders. Some of you may have the double shooting core. If you do, you might want to pop on that to run Deadeye as well. I personally don't have the double shooting core, so that is totally up to you. So hopping into the playmaking, I wanted to quickly say I do run double playmaking core on my build. I did unlock that. If you have that, I think that that's honestly the best option to run the double playmaking, because then you can have Hall of Fame killer combos and Clamp Breaker. But if you don't have that, it's totally okay. This is what your badge setup will kind of look like if you don't run double playmaking core. We have Hall of Fame quick first step, Hall of Fame unpluckable, Hall of Fame dimer, silver bailout, Hall of Fame clamp breaker, and gold handles for days. If you have double playmaking core, then you'll have clamp breaker, handles for days, killer combos, and then you'd probably, with those extra badges, throw them into something like hyperdrive or maybe vice grip, needle threader, special delivery, kind of up to you there. But that's the playmaking badge setup that I run. As for defense, we have one badge. If you run double playmaking or double shooting, that means you probably don't have a defensive badge core, so you'll have access to literally one badge. For me, I just run bronze box out beast. Kind of helps out box out from the corner from my center. So that's the only reason I run that badge. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out some more of the content on my channel. There's 2 playlists down below. We've got build videos and we've got comp pro am gameplay. So check out those playlists down below. And check out the 2 featured videos popping up on the screen right now.